Hello, everybody, and welcome to the last new moon pick a card reading of 2023. I just want to thank everybody for joining me this year. And if you are new to my channel, I hope to see you more in 2023. My name is Allison. I am the self-proclaimed priestess of Wonderland, and I am here to encourage you to step through the looking glass, see that your life is what you make it and that you have the power to change it. In these pick a card readings, it's pretty self-explanatory. Choose from the pile 1, 2, or 3, and there will be timestamps in the description below so that you can jump directly to your reading. However, I have a special guided meditation immediately following this introduction here. So I hope that you will take a few minutes out for yourself to really kind of get connected, grounded, and centered. This is an extra special meditation for the end of this year to kind of cleanse and clear. And then when you open your eyes, hopefully one of these piles will jump out at you. But if one pile is jumping out at you already and you don't have time for the meditation right now, then by all means, feel free to jump and select from the first pile here. We have a beautiful, I hope I can get how beautiful this is. This is a blue tiger's eye. There we go. You can see the blue in there. If you feel drawn to this blue tiger's eye, then find the group number 1 timestamp in the description. We also have this scolecite here. And that is for group number 2. And then we also have this beautiful garnet generator for group number 3. So if you are drawn to a pile, then go for it. Jump into your reading. If you would like to stay tuned for the meditation, or if you would like to watch the meditation later, hopefully I will be able to upload it separately. But you can always come back and find that meditation timestamp anytime you'd like. So let's take a few deep breaths, get comfortable and cozy, and we will jump in to this meditation. Alrighty, take some deep breaths with me. Before we get grounded, I want you to first bring your awareness all the way up to the top of your head. Visualize a white orb of light hovering about a foot above your head. If you feel called to do so, give the orb permission to connect to your energy. By allowing and accepting this energy, you are opening yourself up to Reiki healing during this meditation as well. If you have given permission, allow the orb to connect to your energy. You might visualize this in different ways. It might look like a plug that taps in to your energy and into the top of your head. Or the orb might sprout little branches and tendrils that begin to connect to your energy field. They might look like roots that then tap into your energy. Or the light simply might just emerge with your energy and they connect and become one. Once the connection is made, expand your awareness up, 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 and even further so that you're floating above the planet, soaring through the sky, and continue to go up, 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 even further. You follow the branch or cord or beam of light up through the sky, high above the planets, and into space. It's dark and quiet here. The silence is calming. And you'll take 3 deep breaths. And all you can hear is the sound of your breathing in and out. Allow for the stillness as we continue to follow the light. Follow the light and finally we reach its source that is even larger than the growing orb. The orb seems to be almost as big as the sun. The strand of light connects to this larger ball of energy and has an intricate array of additional strands or beams of light that radiate from it. You follow your strand to the source and discover a tap similar to a water hose. There is a knob on the top, and you reach out and turn it counterclockwise. You notice that as you turn the knob, that your strand of light is now glowing even brighter than before. Now begin following the strand of light back down to your body. Down, 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 through the stars. Notice them as you pass by. You see the planet below, and it gets closer, closer as we travel through the atmosphere and back down into your body. The light is still connected to the top of your head, but now glows even brighter. Allow this source energy to illuminate your crown chakra, to open it, expand it, cleansing, clearing, and activating. It also relieves any tension in your head as it moves down towards your third eye. Allow it to glow, expand, and activate the center of your forehead, the light now trickles down the front of your throat and the back of your neck, cleansing, clearing, and activating your throat chakra. The light massages and loosens your jaw muscles while opening your throat energy center. As the light melts down your shoulders and into your chest muscles, allow your muscles to melt along with it. The light now clears, cleanses, and activates your heart chakra. Allow your body to soften. Allow your body to soften with self-compassion. The light now enters your physical heart. That aids in the healing light circulating throughout your entire body. Every organ and every cell is now cleansed and cleared with every breath you take. The circulation continues throughout your body as the healing light spreads down your energetic system to your solar plexus. Focus on the center of your abdomen as the light cleanses, clears, and activates your solar plexus chakra. The light, it reignites your sun and it glows and expands throughout your aura. The light now swirls and snakes its way down your hips and into your sacral chakra. Below your belly button, it glows. It heats and it smolders like hot coals, cleansing and clearing and activating your creative center. From here, the light splits into multiple strands of light that grow, glow, and expand down your legs. From the base of your spine, your root chakra is cleansed, cleared, and activated with this light, and roots down, down, down into the ground. with your feet firmly planted and connected. The ground energy is now able to connect, transmit, transmute, and release any of the negative energy that was cleared from your chakras. This energy flows deep, deep, deep within the earth and is transmuted. You are now grounded, safe, and connected to source energy and the earth. Stay hibernating in this safe space for at least 3 breaths. When you are ready, open your eyes and pick your card. Come back to this meditation whenever you need to be connected and tethered to earth energy and source energy. Use this Capricorn new moon to create a solid foundation from which you can build on, finish out the rest of the year, and move in to 2023 with stability, confidence, and inspiration that you need to connect and work on achieving your goals and your highest good. Thank you for being here with me this year. I can't wait to see what you build and grow into in 2023. Hello, Group 1. If you have chosen this beautiful blue tiger's eye, then this reading is for you for December 2022, the last new moon. So we have quite a few oracle cards to go through. Fairy godmother message, some archetype messages, and we're using the Star Tarot today. So let's look at the tarot cards first. We have the Eight of Swords, the Magician, the Two of Pentacles, and the Prince of Swords, or the Page of Swords. So I was getting some really interesting messages with this, well, with all of the readings, but with this one as well. A lot of the things that are very striking to me about these images is that, I mean, they do embody the traditional messages of the tarot, but I was getting specific messages in regards to timing, and also I think the eagle messages is very significant for those of you that chose this pile. Mostly is that this Two of Pentacles looks very much like an hourglass to me, and I could not unsee that throughout this entire reading. So the Eight of Swords is about being in a self-made prison. You're kind of walling yourself off, blocking yourself off, mostly to like stay within your comfort zone, not wanting to take any risks or step out from your little hidey hole that makes you feel safe. But specifically for this group, I was feeling like the main message here is that this next upcoming moon cycle is going to be about stepping out of that cage. The Eight of Swords is a sign that we need to do that, but I think specifically for you that this is going to be important to set intentions around. And the Magician here is significant and encouraging you that you have the power, you have all the things that you need, you have all the resources available to you to step out of this cage. And if you think that you can't handle it, with the Two of Pentacles here, you can handle it. The Two of Pentacles is about juggling more than one thing and being wary of not taking on too much at one time, but knowing that you can handle it. Like you can juggle these things. And then the Prince of Swords, or the Page of Swords, is here to to kind of clear the way. Like there are clouds surrounding the sword here, but when you wield your sword of wisdom, you're able to find mental clarity. So when we move to our oracle cards, we have Candle Magic, the Darkest Hour, and Self-Care. So first of all, I want to say again, this is another confirmation that timing is very significant for you here. I think with the Darkest Hour coming up, this card kind of represents Yule, which we just passed at the time of the new moon. It's been a couple of days since Yule, which is the darkest time of year, the longest night. And this may have been a significant time for you in bringing some of that clarity. I think around Yule, you may have decided that I'm going to start making this transformation. I'm going to start stepping out of my cage. And the Darkest Hour is really asking you to find true happiness within your spirit. Use your light to shine your way out of your darkest hour. So if any of you that chose this pile are in kind of a darker place at this time, know that you are being reminded that when we have our darkest days, the light is right around the corner. And that's why I think you're encouraged to do candle magic around this time. I highly encourage those of you that chose this pile to do some sort of candle magic to really just like solidify signify like, hey, I'm going to commit to this transformation. I'm going to start harnessing and owning my power and wielding it. And again, this Two of Pentacles looking like an hourglass to me just kept screaming at me like, I think the cage that maybe some of you have made for yourself have been like, well, when I get to this point, then I'll be able to be the magician. Or once I save enough money, I'll be able to start this new venture. When we get to the end of the year, I'll be able to start this new thing. And now that we're at the end of the year, you might be feeling a little bit scared. Oh, wait, I'm not ready. Like, there's always something timing wise that's going to like put off this owning your power. And I think now is the time. Now is the time. You can't put it off anymore. You can't say, oh, well, the timing's not right. The time is now. The time is now. If you are going through a difficult time, you might be thinking like, well, I need to like, I need to handle this situation. And then there is no and then. The time is now. This reading was like really screaming at me like, this is now. Use your light to shine your way out of your darkest hour. And this is going to involve self-care. I know I preach and preach and preach about self-care. Being a massage therapist, we are the most difficult people to take care of. We can take care of everybody else, but when it actually comes down to allowing ourselves some rest, it's very difficult to do. So if you weren't able to rest on Yule or the winter solstice, the darkest night, this is a time of hibernation. This is a time of allowing yourself to stay in your comfort zone in your little hidey hole, but mostly for rest and rejuvenation so that you have the energy to emerge later on. So if you are somebody who was not able to rest on Yule, I highly encourage you to do so on this new moon in Capricorn. While Capricorn energy does want us to plan, succeed, and strive to achieve, use this opportunity to rest while the moon is dark, and then you're going to take steps throughout this moon cycle, one step at a time, climbing that hill one step at a time. Because you've reserved the energy and have rested, and now you're like, okay, let's do this. I'm ready to go. This is the time, now is the hour, is the message that I kept getting over and over and over again. So your archetype cards are Gnosis and the Mask. I'm actually going to switch these because I do think that the Mask refers back again to this cage that we've put ourselves into. And this is about revealing who you truly are, owning up to that power. And you can still be who you've been at the same time as being more true to yourself. Because it's all pieces of the puzzle, right? We're all these little different facets of ourselves are pieces of the puzzle. When we think when we have to say goodbye to things and shed and release, it's more of an integration. It's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be saying goodbye. It's more of how can I integrate this into and transform it into my highest and best self. I just wanted to read from the Gnosis card. The keywords are innermost knowing and mystic truths. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures. in scholarly books or library shelves. Rather, Gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to Gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, likely involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling. Not knowing is their job description. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that the facts slip towards mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of Gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. I also think that this might be a sign that for some of you have been a part of this timing thing has been like, well, after I read this book, or after I take this class, or after I master this thing. And it's not, I don't think it's necessarily about mastering before you're acting on something. It's all part of the journey. So taking one step at a time, allowing, like, you have all of the tools that you need. You know what you need. You have the knowledge. You have the wisdom. You have the fire and the passion. You have the earth and groundedness and stability here. And you also have the emotional capability to handle this at this time. So if there's anything that you have been hesitating on, now is the time to do it. Our last message here is wisdom. You seek it here, you seek it there. Trust yourself? You wouldn't dare. Wisdom comes across the years to those who learn, revealing seers. Insight strong, gifts receive. A wise one true, in this believe. Why do you spend time trying to find assurance from others? You already know the answers to your questions and have plenty of common sense. So why are you not applying it? Why do you not trust the acumen that is readily available to you? You naturally have all that you need to understand and to know what is best for you for the outcome of situations. You have the answers already, and deep down you absolutely know it, but discard it so readily. It's time to believe in your abilities. It's time to understand that you are equipped with all that you need to ensure the best possible outcomes as you walk your life's journey. It is time to trust your ability to think and act by using your knowledge, experience, and understanding. By using your insight and common sense, wisdom will prevail as you allow your optimum judgment and truth to reveal the answers to which is sought. I, your fairy godmother, appear to you now in my wise woman aspect, along with my trusted familiar owl. The owl sees through the darkness, so take owl as your companion and journey into the dark chambers within, for here lies the wisdom you seek. As the answers shine forth, you will find all the advice you need to help you on your journey. You are the wise one, the wisdom keeper. Time now to be the wisdom sharer. Know that there is absolutely no need to seek the approval of others, for you have all that you need at this time. Stand strong in this knowledge, and in time you will find that many will seek your hard-earned wisdom. So again, group 1, this is about taking the mask off, revealing that you are the wise one and that you are the magician. And that one of the reasons why I wanted to do the meditation in the beginning was because I just think that now is a time of rest, but also a time to be making the plans to move forward. So allow yourself this darkest hour of hibernation to allow the earth to take anything that isn't serving you. allowing your body to regenerate and rejuvenate itself, allowing your energy to rejuvenate and re-energize itself. And then you're going to be ready to step out of this cage, to own your power, to trust in the magic and the wisdom that you have available to you, and find that clarity there. I highly encourage you to set intentions around these things that we have talked about for this upcoming moon cycle. And I think doing a spell is going to be really, specifically a candle magic spell, is going to be really significant and important to you. It's going to be showing that you are committed to this. It's going to be solidifying this, and that's what we want to do with Capricorn. We want to lay down a solid foundation from which to build and grow for the rest of this moon cycle, but also into 2023. This is laying the groundwork for you to build on for 2023. So thank you so much for your support this year. I cannot thank you enough. I can't believe we are here at the end of 2023. Please check out the links in the description below. I know there's been a lot going on with the release of the planner, so there's a lot of information down there for how to connect with me, how to connect with the community, and how to order a planner. If you need some candles for your candle magic, where to get those. And yeah, just stay connected with us. I'm ready to move into 2023 in a very positive and encouraging way. So I hope to see you there. Thank you again for your support this year, and I hope to see you in 2023. On the other side of the looking glass. Hello, Group 2. If you chose this beautiful, blindingly white scolecite generator, then this reading is for you for the last new moon of 2022. We've got quite a few oracle cards to go through, but we will start off with the tarot. So we have the Six of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. So the biggest message that I was getting immediately, first of all, when I saw the Six of Pentacles, I thought Six of Cups. So when I first pulled the tarot cards, I was kind of having this nostalgic, like inner child kind of energy. And then with both the King of Wands and the King of Swords here, I was getting like fatherly kind of energy, spirit guide energy. And then the image on the Ten of Wands here also has spirit guide energy. Then I realized that we're dealing with the Six of Pentacles here. So the Six of Pentacles, not the Six of Cups, is a card that speaks to allowing for somebody to help you, allowing for specifically financial help. But I kind of get the sense that this might be, for some of you, it could be financial help, but I think that this is certainly spiritual help, fatherly kind of energy, divine masculine kind of help with both of the kings here. The King of Wands is the King of Fire, so this could be representing a creative project, work, or your career, something that you're passionate about, something creative. The King of Swords represents is the King of Air. So this is wisdom, knowledge, mental clarity. And then the Ten of Wands here represents really needing to ask for help. So having the Ten of Wands here and the Six of Pentacles, where receiving help is really being open to receiving either financial assistance, or I think in this case it might be spiritual assistance, spiritual help, spirit guide, maybe a past ancestor, specifically a male past ancestor. We also have bear medicine energy here. But the Ten of Wands is really trying to do everything yourself and not allowing for help. So your intention for this upcoming moon cycle and moving into 2023 needs to be about allowing help, asking for help, and being willing to receive it. Allowing someone to take some of the burden so that you're not doing everything yourself. The oracle cards that we have here are the Star, Perseverance, and the Yule log. So first of all, those of you that chose group 2, do not give up. Whatever it is that you are aiming towards, you might be feeling worn out or worn down, overworked, like this Ten of Wands represents. And not giving up, but allowing for help, asking for help if you need it, but really, really, really don't give up. Then the Star here is representing finding direction and finding your North Star, finding your true north, and continuing and persevering in that direction. With Perseverance here, you're being tested now to see how well you can handle challenges, which can make or break your success. So if you're experiencing challenges, this is just a test so that the universe knows, okay, she's dedicated, she's committed, and she is willing to go the distance and handle the challenges and try to find a solution. And because when we ask for bigger dreams and bigger things in our life, that often comes with bigger consequences, bigger obstacles that we might face. So by proving that you can face and handle these obstacles now, proves that not only you're committed to the thing that you are going for, but you're also, it's like going to make you stronger. And it's also showing that you, in the future, you do want this big thing in your life, and it doesn't matter what obstacles you have to overcome to get to it. So the Yule log here is a reminder that creation is a blend of destruction and building. So traditionally you would burn a Yule log as a signifier of these are the things that I'm letting go of. And you're also creating, at that same time, by burning away old things, you're creating more room from which to build. So this is like burning things down in order to build them up. So this is a sign that you need to let go of what is holding you back, and what you wish for will take more than one approach. So don't feel like, oh, well, this wasn't working, so that means nothing is going to work. You are, as long as you feel like this is your North Star and this is the direction to your highest good, as long as you feel like where you're going is that, then just know that you're just going to have to take a different approach. Keep going, do not give up, and ask for help from your guides. Ask for assistance. Ask for the universe to send you someone in the physical world to help you. Like ask them to send someone your way that knows how to help you to succeed, or can handle the thing that maybe you don't know how to fix or handle the solution, but sending someone your way that knows how to help and fix. So our archetype cards here are, believe it or not, the Father and the Sword. So I thought this was really interesting because when we first pulled the tarot cards here, I was like, this might be like a past father or maybe a grandfather, some sort of masculine guide, spirit, or ancestor. And I think that you might need to do some healing around masculine energy. And it's interesting. We were just talking about this on stream the other night of how in order to brace the masculine, you yourself have to become more feminine and receptive, so that you're able to hold that masculine energy. And I think the sword actually does have a different significance here as well, but I do think that the sword can represent masculine energy, especially here with the King of Swords. But in this sense, or in this archetype of the sword, represents severing ties. And again, with the Yule log of burning the old, we want to also sever those connections and ties so that they're not sprouting back and holding you back again. So this is releasing things from the past, releasing things that may have hurt you, that is inhibiting your growth now at this time. It might be that like one of the obstacles that you have encountered has triggered some sort of wound surrounding masculine energy or the father figure, and it's asking you to sever that tie, heal that wound, burn away that pain, and acknowledge that the divine masculine energy is nothing but loving, supportive, protective, and safe. And being receptive, allowing that healing to come through and take some of the burden off of you is, in a sense, you becoming more feminine to accept that. The masculine energy that we experience in society is usually toxic and not divine masculine. So maybe distinguishing for you the difference between the light and the dark aspects of the divine masculine might be very significant for you. There is a lot of duality represented here in this image and in this image. And then in a way, we also have it represented here with the fire and the air. And I see creativity as being like receptive, because we think of the sacral chakra as the creative center, which is the womb and the home of our sexuality. And then being that receptacle to receive the masculine energy is creating like two parts of a whole, is creating to like creating two parts of a whole. And just like the other readings so far, I think this is not necessarily like, sometimes I feel like it's where the readings show us where you're at and then what we should be working towards. But I feel like this is really showing the progression that you need to be setting intentions around and evolving towards within this next moon cycle and the entire year of 2023. Because I think that this new moon is very significant for what we set intentions on now is going to reflect in the entirety of 2023. So this does feel like a lot of healing to do, and don't feel the pressure. I just want to reassure you to not feel the pressure to do this all within one moon cycle, because I think these wounds might be old and difficult to heal. So it's just going to take one step at a time. asking for help is a really difficult thing to do as well. So this is maybe something I want people to look at this new moon as setting intentions not just for this moon cycle, but for the entire year. And then we have our last fairy godmother message here, and we have shame. Regret, dishonor, hangs in shame. Points the finger, takes the blame. Shame's a bully you must jilt, who invites her sister guilt. Between the two, they'll make life sour. Stand tall, move on, reclaim your power. What a horrible situation you find yourself in. You are racked with pain as you reflect upon that which has disgraced you or brought about regret. I, your ever-caring fairy godmother, wish you to understand that despite the dishonor you feel, I see through the eyes of love. Everyone makes mistakes, and they traverse this path called life, and gets caught up in the traps and pitfalls along the way. The trick to keeping your consciousness from giving yourself a good battering is to learn from this lesson and move on, making sure that from now on, everything you do or say will be honorable as you do the best you possibly can. So forgive yourself and earn it from others who may be reeling from your actions by coming from a place of good intentions. However, if people are judging you for something that was out of your control or that they disapprove of, then shaming you is not acceptable. It is up to them to get over it and to not be your judge and jury. Sometimes you find yourself in the grips and control of another person. If someone is making you do something that you do not wish to do, but feel you are in a dangerous position, if you do not do their bidding, then you are not to be blamed or shamed whatsoever. Please speak to someone who you can trust. Confide in this person and tell them everything, no matter how shameful or disgraced you feel. I am here to assure you that you are not to blame in any way, and that by speaking up, the truth shall be revealed and you shall not be harmed. I am keeping you protected as you take these brave steps towards your freeing yourself from the grips of bully energy. So this again is a reminder that divine masculine energy is safe and protective. By allowing that feeling of safety into your energetic field is going to give you opportunities to heal, because just like the Divine Mother, it's unconditional. The Divine Mother is loving and caring and nurturing, but the Divine Father is safe and protective and brave and honorable in the way they make other people feel. So this might even be part of your healing process, is to healing masculine wounds that may have been inflicted on you in this life, is to allow and work with male energies, deities, or just the divine masculine or father archetype in general. And by working with that energy and understanding what a positive masculine energy is, will then, in a sense, heal those wounds and allow you to be more receptive of help in the future. So for you, group 2, I think burning and releasing old wounds or negative energy, maybe things you have done in the past that you might not have been proud of, is really important to you for this upcoming moon cycle, but as well into 2023. Find your North Star, find your light. Look at all these like points of light that we have here, and release the shame, release the guilt, persevere and keep going. Just because one way isn't going, figure out a new plan. If you're a member of the Just a Phase Moon Planner community, look into like planning for the entire year and breaking it down. For 2023, we are breaking it down into 8 different parts of the year, quarters of the year. Not eighths of the year. And in 2022, we're just kind of starting with 4. It's starting with just the 4 seasons, and then we're going to slowly chisel down step by step by step. So you are being encouraged not to give up. Connect to your guides and your ancestors and allow them to help and guide you and find that North Star so that you're still heading in the same direction, even if you have to pause and heal a little bit on the way. Thank you so much, Group 2. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for all of your support this year. I can't wait to see what 2023 brings to us. Please check out the description box below to find any other ways to connect to me or the community. If you need any candles, if you're interested in a moon planner, please check out those links in the description. And I hope to see you live on Twitch sometime, or in the comment section here on YouTube, or in our community on Discord. Thank you so much. I hope to see you on the other side of the looking glass. Hello, Group 3. If you chose this beautiful Garnet generator, then this reading is for you for the last new moon of 2023. We've got a bunch of oracle cards to go through, and we will start with the tarot cards. So the first one we have, I'm going to show this to you upright. We have the moon, and it is coming to us in the reversed position. The 5 of Swords, the Empress, and the 10 of Swords. So the first thing that struck me first, other than we are releasing some things with the moon in reverse here, is that we have the 5 and the 10 of Swords. So I feel like the 5 of Swords energy is what you have been struggling with, and this is a very egocentric sort of card, and has to deal with self-sabotage or kind of stepping on people's toes or succeeding kind of at all costs, or succeeding in not a very healthy way or not for the highest good of everyone involved. So I think what you are going to be releasing within this next moon cycle and into 2023 is going to be releasing ego attachments, things that cause you to self-sabotage or to sabotage others. And I think that you have definitely reached the end of this cycle because of the 10 of Swords here. So like you're done doing those negative things that hurt you and the people in your life. You're releasing it here with this moon in reverse. And this is allowing you to rebirth something new with the Empress here in the center. And the first oracle cards we have here is Light, Ceremony, and Cardinal Medicine. So the Light card here symbolizes that hope and faith, to maybe set intentions around hope and faith, to trust that lighter days and better days are coming and are around the corner. So this is having faith that warmer days are coming, abundance and an increase of good things are coming here. So like here at the darkest time of year, you are seeing that light at the end of the tunnel, seeing that you are ready to shift and make a change and allow for this rebirth and renewal to come in. I think it's going to be really important for you to mark this in some sort of ritual. So I highly encourage some sort of new moon ritual, even if that is just simply lighting a candle. I think that it's going to be showing your commitment and your devotion to marking the end of this cycle, so that you can begin a new journey. And this is you committing to rising to a new and higher level of being. And cardinal medicine here just kind of reinforces that need to commit and devote yourself to these things, because cardinal medicine does symbolize devotion, loyalty, and unity. So for some of you, this might be a commitment in a relationship. However, I think for most of the people that chose group 3, this is about really committing to yourself and this new rebirth of you. And so having a better and committed relationship to yourself and to your guides and spirit and this new way of being. You're going to live your life for the highest good and not for these self-sabotaging behaviors that you have in the past. So the archetype cards that we have are the Queen and the Shaman. So I think this deepens this connection of by connecting to your truer self, to this new self, is going to allow you to own your power, and this is also a commitment to your psychic abilities. The Shaman card here represents psychic awareness, healing, and visions. What you have learned and experienced and overcome through these challenges that you've faced in your life and overcoming these fears, you're able to help heal others. So what you have experienced can be shared with others. And what you have gone through the process of healing is and was your initiation. Shamans go through this initiation that is kind of difficult, but it's like you go through these obstacles and challenges so that you can help and share your wisdom and knowledge and help others to heal as well. So the Queen card here represents the keywords for the Queen card, and this is why I wanted to read this card, represents the Empress, the Mother Queen, and the Sovereign. So because we have the Empress card here as well, I thought that this was pretty significant, so I'm going to read this one. Like her counterpart, the King, the Queen has a dualistic nature. Either she presides over her realm with grace and eloquence that comes from the heavens to uplift the spirit of others, or she falls into petty, contemptuous mood casting, a shadow across the land. If the king is the ego, the queen is the expression of that ego in the world. She is the lotus's bloom, the dancer's bow, the moon's radiant reflection. When the queen is seated in her rightful and righteous place, she is patient and forgiving. She waits for the grace of God and goddess to move through her, striving and grasping for nothing. To be the benevolent leader, to embody the queen, is to settle into deep trust, resolve, and power. The royal queen fears nothing, for divinity itself cradles her heart. So I think it's really significant that this is pointing to the ego, and the negative aspect of the Queen card can be petty, contemptuous moods casting a shadow across the land, or it can be what we have in the center here, the Empress of grace and eloquence, and is here to uplift the spirit and share the wisdom and knowledge with others, and not to hold people down with this negative energy that the Five of Cards often symbolizes. So this next upcoming moon cycle is about you releasing that energy, and I think really doing some sort of ritual or ceremony, or even creating some sort of habit and routine to remain committed to this transformation and this transition is going to be really important for you in 2023, as well as this upcoming moon cycle. So the fairy godmother card that we have here is abandonment. And this message stay with me. I need you so. Don't leave, you cry. But still, they go. Old patterns forming from the past. I wave my wand and stop them fast. Please now, don't you take the blame. Release, forgive. You have lots to gain. Your insecurities are not serving you well. Your pain from previous experiences now feed your internal fears. Through a lack of support, you have devalued yourself, feeling unimportant, even believing others to see you inadequate. When you have to mask a part of who you really are in order to be accepted, you suffer the devastating effects of abandonment. Sadly, this reflects many areas of your life. You tend to be clingy and needy, hoping desperately not to be rejected and to take everything personally. If someone wishes to be alone, for instance, then please know this is not a reflection on you. Your emotions might ruin the good things in your life. The more you crave security, the more you will drive others away. There's still a part of you hiding, not wishing to be discovered for fear you will be cast aside. You're just like Cinderella. If you look into the glass slipper, you will see a reflection of me, your fairy godmother, shining back at you. Take heart, dear one, for I wish to fill you with self-love, confidence, and reassurance that you deserve to feel. It's time to take back the power that was stripped from you by the words and accusations of those who abdicated their responsibility to you, and reclaim who you really are. It may take time, but together we will gently build up your trust in others and belief in yourself. Once you stop taking the blame and realizing your fears are rooted in the past, you will start to heal, thus defeating the fears that seem to control your emotional responses. Any feelings of isolation and desertion will be all that abandons you from here on. Remember, you are never alone with your fairy godmother at your side. So I think this is, again, reassurance for this growth and transformation that you are committing and dedicating yourself to releasing these fears that have been holding you back, taking off that mask that you've been wearing, pretending to be somebody else to satisfy what other people want, because now you're able to step into your own power and really commit to yourself, commit and remain loyal to yourself for the highest good of all. And you can share your transformation and share your journey with others due to this process that you have experienced. So again, I highly encourage you to light some candles, do some sort of ritual to really dedicate yourself to this journey, to this path, and to this releasing, maybe doing some sort of releasing ceremony with the reversed moon there. And I encourage you to stay committed. I see you, Queen. I see you, Empress. This rebirth and renewal is going to be really significant for you, and perfect timing too, because Yule is the time for releasing. Winter is the time for letting go of the past and hibernating, integrating, and transforming into something new. And I certainly see that with you, Group 3. Thank you for so much for your support this year. I appreciate you so much. And I can't wait to see what 2023 takes us. I'm hoping that we are all able to start with a clean slate with this new moon and to enter into 2023 feeling rested and rejuvenated and confident and able to move forward. Please check out the descriptions or the links in the description below. This helps you to stay connected to everything that I offer. There's a lot of information usually in those descriptions on top of all the decks and everything that I use too. So I hope that you can stay connected and that I will see you on the other side of the looking glass.